So tonight's event was Macbeth. And to start things off, I said Macbeth at Macbeth. Nothing happened. For anyone that still believes in these ghosts, it is the 21st century, and we kind of passed that up about 400 years ago. So chances are it's just something someone made up, and it's a superstition. So just something to consider. You can say Macbeth. Nothing happens. There's no ghost that runs around every single theater in the world waiting. I mean, how does the go? It just doesn't make sense. It makes more sense that it's just a superstition. Something to consider. Anyway, Macbeth. It was really, really good, and yeah, it was just. You could. I mean, it was £5. First of all, for the deal, £5, you get some of the best theater out there, and all you don't get are sets. If you need to have sets, you don't get sets because Shakespeare theater didn't really need sets. Didn't have sets, really. It's easier not to. So that worked. But they did a lot with the show. It was pretty amazing what they did. Great acting. And this is a funny thing. It's like for £5, you can stand right next to the stage. I mean, I was back a few feet just because people were already there. My directions somehow got me way too far from the theater, so I had to jog for like 2 miles, and that was not fun because it was still kind of warm. So I was pretty hot, and I barely had time to get a beer before they started. I mean, I got in, and then 1 minute later it started. So good timing, I guess. They didn't have good beer. It was like they had Grolsch as their main beer. I said anything but Grolsch, so I had some other bitter beer, which was better than Grolsch. It shouldn't be called beer. Grolsch is not beer. It's just, I don't know what it is. Alright, so anyway, Macbeth. So, yeah, right up there. I mean, people pay money for, like, way up high, way far away. I thought you pay so much money, £45, to be way far away, and yet you can pay £5 and be there. You have to stand the whole show. That wasn't as bad as I thought. Yeah, it was doable, and you get the intermission, and a lot of people just sat during the intermission. They just, like, plopped down and sat on the ground because they didn't want to lose their spot. They were in a good spot, so that was kind of interesting. I noticed that, and they had little picnics. So it's like they know what they were doing. They had done it before. I didn't get any more beer. I had had enough beer for the day, so it was good. And just I can't say enough good things about it. I mean, it's gonna be closing soon, so that's all she wrote. But yeah, Macbeth, and it's one that doesn't really use this audience too much, but they did a few topicals. They had a Trump reference, which just apparently the Brits are way on top of our political situation, and they had a few other jokes and audience participation, sort of. So even for Macbeth, you can still do that kind of stuff, although it wasn't a play that probably uses the audience as much as a good comedy would. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun, and then coming home. Or I waited around to try and meet actors. I got to meet one actor. There's the only one that came out. The rest were not. I don't know, but cool guy, and it's just always fun to say hi and thanks and good job. But then I waited so long that I couldn't find any tube stations, and it was just weird that there were no tube stations. Well, they closed. It seemed like early, but turns out, I was at Charing Cross too, and they were closed. So I walked from the Globe Theater, pretty much. St. Paul's Cathedral, all the way home to Piccadilly. Yeah. I'm trying not to walk so much. My feet hurt, but anyway. And then, of course, it was the 2 miles to get there. And, of course, spending the day at the castle. The castle. So that made me tired. And this video is kind of slow, but I'm real tired. It's like midnight already. It's been a long day. Been a long, yeah. Alright, that's it for now. Next.